Good evening from Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Butler. The screen sets him up for two. We talk so much about MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Shooter.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around the screen.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Leonard. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
They'll go to Butler down low. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Lowry to Gasol. Lowry to Leonard. Gets it in the right corner.
Right.
Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. To Embiid. Runner's good there.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Lowry to Leonard. Marc Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper off the mark. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile. On the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Toronto has the basketball. Deep right corner. Lynn. They'll get it down to Leonard. Working hard on the glass. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gets to the basket and scores.
The assist from number 49.
Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the Ed Cohen, Jay Williams review. And
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Entering the game for Toronto, number 14, Danny Green.
layup goes down. Well done.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Redick. That's good D. Shot no good. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Come on. Get back.
To Allen. Screen coming. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Has a look. And 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Serge Ibaka, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lynn to Van Vliet. For 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The assist from number 49.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Sixers have the basketball. Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
From long range, buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello.
And we're sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. Curling inside and scores.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Isolation. Give me the rock.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. It was right there. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Butler. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Kawhi Leonard doesn't get the bounce.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Lowry with it. Down a bundle.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Pascal Siakam down low for Leonard. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cutter, coming through.
Marc Gasol tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one, counted. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah. Get your money, man.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
I got him.
Clap for you.
lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. Off the mark. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors.
I got ball.
Lowry. Whoa! What a finish!
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Lowry. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Set it up, yep, set it up.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mixing things.
Substitutions, Toronto. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Pascal Siakam, they'll get it down to Leonard.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lowry. Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
I got ball.
End score. Strong take.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty.
Leonard to Lowry. They work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Marc Gasol sends it away. That's his third block this evening. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Deep three. At the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They're now 2-0 in this young season. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.